Please, take over.
Thank you. My name is Larry Agran. I'm a candidate for mayor. It's my privilege to be serving as a city council member here in the city of Irvine. And I'm very happy to be here today. I want to thank the SCCCA. I want to thank those who organized this event. I want to add, believe it or not, I'm a lifelong member, and I intend to live a long life. I'm a lifelong member of SCCCA, and I'm just so proud to see the remarkable contribution to our city that the Chinese American community has made, as have others who have truly characterized our city as an international crossroads city where people from all over the world have come. When I was last mayor, 2000 to 2004, I promised to set our city on a course to be America's safest, smartest, and greenest city. I'm proud to say I kept that promise, not only during the time that I was last mayor, but since, when I've been able to serve on the council with Beth Krom as mayor and then with Suki Kang as mayor. We've been moving this city, we believe, in a very positive direction. We have seen the city grow, we have seen it ready itself for difficult times, and we have managed to get through the very serious recession that is still being recovered from by other cities across the country. But here in the city of Irvine, not only were we ready, we got through the recession with minimal dislocation. We were able to support all of our social programs. There were no cuts in services. There were no new taxes. There were no layoffs. All of this was done through good governance. If I'm elected mayor again, I want to keep our city moving in the same positive direction. Safest, smartest, and greenest city in America. I trust most of you know that for 8 years in a row, we have been recognized by the Federal Bureau of Investigation as America's safest city for cities of over 100,000 people. That's an unprecedented record. It's the result of public investments that made a real difference. I was proud to lead the effort to put Measure BB on the ballot so that we as a city can support our schools. I'm proud to be here today. I ask for your vote. Thank you very much.
Next, Katherine Daigle, we have number 2.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very, very happy to be here. I'm running for mayor. I'm a conservative, and my campaign is based on conservative convictions. I believe in lower taxes, limited government, personal freedom, increased transparency, and strong business community. I'm a small business owner in Irvine. I'm a wife, a mother who's passionate about the city of Irvine. I hold an MBA. I served 20 years as a vice president of a small entrepreneur company doing contracts, finance. I'm a leader. I volunteered as a grant writer for the Irvine Senior Service Center for Irvine Meals on Wheels. And they also can use a little bit of help. There's a wait list of 12 people on that list, so it's important that we get some volunteers and some help for those. I come before you as a voice of change. The city of Irvine is at a crossroads. As citizens, we have the opportunity to move in a different direction. We have the opportunity to change things, have been done by the city. We have the chance to design a different future. Today, you'll hear me talk about things that I feel most important to me, the city, and to you. We live in a city where my opponents, the incumbents, have held power year after year with no worries. This, ladies and gentlemen, breeds complacency. And we need to send a message to these leaders that their time is past. We need to inject fresh ideas into our city and into our government. Our state and our nation are still struggling to recover from the bad economic times that we currently have. Now it is time for our city and for the city to be complacent and spend less recklessly. It's time to act with fiscal responsibility and to make sure the future finances of the city is helpful to the problems that are occurring at the park and some of the problems that are occurring at our finances. We really need to increase our rainy day fund. Those things are very, very, very low. I'm a little distracted. Our schools cannot meet their budget expectations. There's nothing more important than securing our future for our children. Perhaps the way our current leaders have let us down at the statewide level, jurisdictions all over California buckle under the pension obligations that we currently have. Finally, I'd like to speak on what the Great Park Project has come. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. My time's up.
Mr. Stephen Choi.
I'm so delighted to be here with you this morning. Hi, my name is Dr. Stephen Choi. I'm running to be your mayor next 2 years. I want to thank Chinese Cultural Center for this wonderful candidates forum. It has been my deep honor and privilege to serve you and my community as a school board member for 6 years and also as a city councilman past 8 years. As an immigrant citizen from Korea, I'm a living proof that America has been true blessing and the land of opportunity to me, and I'm sure that's for you as well. For over 40 years, I've devoted my life to education of children and have made my career as a small business owner and teaching and supporting our local students as well as for our schools and the school district. Irvine is a wonderful city with many fine reputations that we've been hearing repeatedly, so I'm not going to go into that. However, I believe we need to elect representatives who will restore integrity, honesty, and transparency in the city government. That's very, very important. You will read much about the problems that this election has brought forward through the media. As an educator, I supported and voted yes to place the Measure BB on the ballot. Despite the many false claims made against me by my opponent, thankfully, the Orange County Register has written a big article about it, and basically telling the voters that my opponent has been lying. You can pick up the copy of the Orange County Register article, and very bright color, and then as well as this color here, white paper. As a new mayor, I pledge to you that I will protect Irvine's public safety and high quality of life, restore an open and transparency at the city level, develop the Great Park faster and cost effectively. Simultaneously, I will fight against union bosses influencing Irvine politics,
This
which
should
is going on.
conclude your presentation. I just want to remind everyone, candidates, please refrain from personal attack, and we want to keep this campaign positive. Okay,
I'm just stating the facts.
that's okay. Next,
I try to refrain the names.
next, we're gonna move on to self-introduction for the city council. The first one is Mr. PK Wong.
大家好，我是王炳刚。My name is Wong Krom or PK Wong, as most of you would know me. My family moved to Irvine about 10 years ago, and this was primarily because of the excellent education system here, and also the international reputation as a very diverse and well-planned community. I began my civic involvement at the senior centers, and currently I'm serving as chair of the Senior Citizens Council. I was also recently appointed by Beth Krom as the city's finance commissioner. I'm also on the board of the SCCCA Irvine Chinese School and also vice president of the Irvine Evergreen Chinese Senior Association. Now, public service is my way of thanking the city, which has been very wonderful to me and my family. Prior to moving back to the United States, I just want to share with you a bit of my working background. I was Chief Operating Officer of the Singapore Futures and Options Exchange, and I bring with me my extensive experience in finance and international business, and I would want to ensure that Irvine continues to maintain fiscal responsibility. And I'm basically not for cutting services, and I would like to work with other council members to ensure that we can use our resources more effectively. The other area that I would like to focus on is on education, which has always been very close to my heart and also to our families. However, education is also very important as an economic building block for the city. And towards this end, I was part of the initiative, the Support Our School initiative, which we started about 6 months ago with Larry and Karen Inman, where we gathered about 18,000 signatures so that we can have this put on the ballot in November. Essentially, what this does is that it puts about $2.5 million a year for 3 years from the city's surplus funds. There's no new taxes to help our kids from K to 12. I urge you to vote yes on Measure BB in November. Finally, I would like to focus my attention, if I'm elected as a council member, on seniors. I'm one of the baby boomers, and there's a growing and aging population in Irvine. And my involvement in the senior centers have actually got me further and further involved. And I would like to continue working with the city and the senior centers to provide programs and services for our seniors. Now that I'm retired, I'm able to commit more time and energy to make Irvine a good place to live in, and also to share the views that to keep it as the smartest, safest, and greenest city. If I'm successful, I'm also the first Chinese American in elected office. 请大家投我一票。